horrific massacre of Orthodox Christians by Oromos in Ethiopia. The families of the victims said that 9 people were killed by militants in the Arsi zone of Oromia region, 29th of November 2024. The families and residents of the victims told the BBC that gunmen took 9 people from their homes and killed them in the Shirka district of the Arsi zone of Oromia region. The massacre took place on Thursday, November 28th, 2024. The family said it was around 6 p.m. Militants said they took 9 men from their homes and killed them near a river. Family members said the killing was done by Oromo Shene militants, who frequently carry out similar attacks in the area. Residents and families told the BBC that the murder, which was allegedly carried out by a kebele named Sole Ferengusa in the district, was religion-oriented. They took them to the river area by kidnapping them in every house. They lined up the 9 and killed them, said a local resident. He told the BBC that one of the dead was his 42-year-old uncle. A local resident, who said the dead were neighbors and relatives living in the same neighborhood, said the victims were all our families. A victim's family who said they arrived at the area after the attack confirmed to the BBC that their brother was among the dead. The brother said that the gunmen who came to his village in the middle of the night picked up every dead person from his house. They said that they were taken to the river and killed. A resident who said that the local community who was in danger went out to search the area where the shooting was heard the next day, this Friday, November 29th. The body was found lying on the bank of the river, he said. The father of 4, who was said to be engaged in farming and woodworking, was found dead along with other victims near a river called Frankasa. A resident said 2 70-year-old men were among the dead. Others are under 45 years of age and are local residents engaged in agricultural work, he said. The mother party that issued a statement about the attack announced that 9 people were killed and 4 people were taken hostage. He stated that he heard from the local residents that an armed group called Oromo Shene carried out the attack. A family of the deceased who said that there is a financial constraint in the area. They said that when the militants took away their families in the dead of night, they thought that the deceased would be released after paying a ransom. The funeral of the murdered people will be held today, Friday, November 29th, 2024. The BBC has heard from families and residents that Sole St. Michael's Church took place. A brother of the deceased said that the killing had left residents with bitter grief and described the attack as a massacre. Not even a single hole was dug. Their funerals were held in rows. Everyone is sad. A digger is missing, he said, adding that the dead were buried in mass. Residents told the BBC that 5 other people were taken hostage from the area on the day of the attack. A family who was at the funeral pointed out that they were waiting for the bodies of the hostages. Another resident pointed out that the 4 people were not killed in an area called Burka across the river. A resident said the motive for the killing was unknown. They mentioned that all the dead were Christians and expressed their belief that it was a faith-based killing. The residents recalled that 9 years ago, a religious conflict had erupted in the area. He said Christians were selectively attacked despite the presence of other faiths in the area. A resident said the November 28th attack was another round of attacks, saying there had been similar killings and arrests in the area in the past days. There is killing left and right. 3 or 4 people were killed 3 days ago, the resident said. They pointed out that their district is a place where killings and kidnappings happen frequently. Another resident said the local resident has been displaced by repeated attacks. People who went to the kebele to collect crops on the grounds that the area was calm said that they were victims of the killing. The residents said that Shene militants are active in the area. He said that the Oromo security forces are within range of gunshots in the attack Sole Ferengusa kebele. A man is being killed in a place that is not that far away. Those who hear that a person has died, it is 2 kilometers. At least he hears gunshots, but we have not received anything, he said. The family of the deceased said that after the burial in the early morning of Friday, the local administrators promised to protect them together with the Oromo security forces. We control. May the people be with us. The Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church also stated that there are frequent attacks on its members in the districts of the Arsi zone. Last year, she announced that 36 parishioners were killed in Sole Michael, Degelo Mariam, and Robe Kido Debri Matmak Mariam churches in Shirka district. This horrific massacre took place as Ethiopian Orthodox Christians celebrate the annual feast of St. Mary Zion, Mariam Zion, Hyder Zion of Axum. 4 years ago, from 27th to 28th November 2020, Muslim soldiers from Ethiopia, Eritrea, and Somalia, armed by Iran, UAE, and Turkey, went on the rampage in Axum, a holy city in Ethiopia's northern Tigray region, whose main church of Our Lady Mary of Zion is believed by Ethiopian Orthodox Christians to hold the biblical Ark of Covenant. Over the course of 24 hours, the Muslim soldiers went door to door, summarily shooting unarmed young men and boys. Some of the victims were as young as 13.
ለኦሮሞዎች የምለው ምንድነው? እኔ ስለ እስልምና ብዙ መናገር የጀመርኩት ከጎንደር የመጣው ጓደኛ ስላገኘው እኔ ባለውበት 99% ሙስሊም ነው። ስለዚህ ማንም ሰው ደፍሮ ቀና አይልም። በሜንጫ አንገቱን ነው። እንደገለቶማ ነገ ያና ጅራዳ ሲሪን ጃለን